She's out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and she wants you to know. Don't fuck with Philly. Give it up for Dani Riedel.
Thank you. Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Woo! Listen, fantasy football is Dungeons and Dragons for jocks. Now that's out of the way. All right. I got something to say on behalf of the beautiful city of Philadelphia to Mr. Donald Trump. You just had to fuck around, didn't you?
Donald Trump
just had to fuck with us. Listen, when you insult Philadelphia, we take it as a compliment. A. B, your ass is fucking ours, dude. But listen, I'm telling you, you fucking insulted us. You know what we wanted to do to you? Do you know what we wanted to do to you? What I wanted to do to you? I wanted to fuck your wife and give her first orgasm in 15 years while you were forced to watch while being gelded without anesthesia by Bernie Sanders while being forced to listen over your own screams to a recording of an inarguably logical lecture on the benefits of socialized medicine. But we took the high road and unleashed our arsenal of gritty memes upon you. But you had to keep talking shit. You had to keep talking shit. So we hit you with the worst we got, motherfucker, and we legally, peacefully voted your ass out of office. Part of me is a little bummed that the election is over because I'm gonna miss watching presidential debates because that shit was entertaining as fuck. That debate between Pence and Kamala Harris. Oh my God. I love watching Mike Pence over and over again ask two women if he can finish. Why, though, did he make a stink about them putting plexiglass up between him and Kamala Harris after insisting they have separate water fountains? Anyway. But no, I had a good time while they were counting those votes. I went down to the convention center, down to City Hall. We all partied in the streets. It was amazing. I got to play my favorite drinking game, which is I take a shot every time I see a Philadelphia police officer wearing a mask properly and or treating a civilian with respect. I was able to maintain my sobriety. I don't like the term recovering alcoholic. I prefer to refer to myself as an inactive lush. Nicer. I really, I really was never into AA meetings. Unless you count putting fresh batteries in my vibrator. But I did try in the before times. I did try going to in-person AA meetings, and it wasn't for me. If you've never been to one, it's basically a group of people sitting around a room, all taking turns trying to one-up each other by telling the best story they have about the crazy shit they've done while they were drunk. So in essence, it's a giant game of Never Have I Ever with no fucking alcohol. And like the worst part is I can't even compete. I went once and I'm listening to this man like regale the room with this grand tale of his adventures on the course of a 5-day drinking binge. And he's talking about like breaking into buildings and then running from the cops and escaping down a manhole and like climbing out with a fucking grappling hook and shit. And I was just like, sir, are you sure you're an alcoholic? Because I believe you may actually be Batman. Well, I can't compete with that. All my drunk stories are fun. They usually end with me waking up next to a beautiful woman and a beautiful man and a martini that drunk me from the night before so kindly thought to make tomorrow me. Although there is that one that ends with, not my fault, he said he was 18. Stuff like that doesn't seem to happen anymore since I've been sober. Although I think that has less to do with being sober and maybe more to do with being married. I really miss a lot about drinking. I miss vodka, you guys. I really miss vodka. Vodka is the vibrator of beverages, let me tell you. Listen, it's also like the emotionally abusive boyfriend of beverages. you know, all the time, Tito would tell me, this time things will be different.
Oh, man.
And then we'd spend a magical night together, after which I'd wake up in a pit of shame that I could only escape by going back for more. Usually with tomato juice. Yeah, but I knew I had to quit drinking one day when my liver yelled at me. I had gotten up in the morning, made myself my favorite morning beverage, a Kentucky coffee. If you've never had one, the recipe is simple. It's a bottle of Maker's Mark with bendy straw in it. And my liver was just like, not today. I have a day job. I have a wife and kidneys to support. And I do not have all day to metabolize your breakfast whiskey. And,
Oh, God.
and listen, let me tell you, my liver is a badass. It has earned its early retirement. I'm serious. With all the shit I threw at it, my liver has got to be the reincarnation of either the liver of Winston Churchill or Hunter S. Thompson. That I could still drink all of you under the table. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. Just want to ask you all real quick on it to close. Please help me in supporting a very important humanitarian cause and end the suffering of a small subset of immigrant women in the United States. Send vibrators to Melania Trump and Ben Shapiro's wife. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Yeah. Woo! Give it up for Dani Riedel. Thanks, Dani. Awesome.